Problem 17, we're finding f prime of x, and we see f of x is the product of x and the cosine of x. So we know that the derivative of f of x is equal to the derivative of x, so the derivative of the first function multiplied by the second function plus the first function times the derivative of the second function. And so we know the derivative of x with respect to x, that's 1 times cosine of x plus x times the derivative of the cosine of x is negative sine of x. And so we could simplify that as cosine of x minus x times the sine of x. So that takes care of what f prime of x is equal to. And if f prime of x is equal to that expression, then f prime of c, which it gives us c, so we want to find f prime of c, and if c is pi over 4, then we just replace x with pi over 4. So we see that once we replace x with pi over 4, we get cosine of pi over 4 minus pi over 4 times the sine of pi over 4. And cosine of pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2, and so is the sine of pi over 4 as well. If you leave it like that, that's not the end of the world. I would probably write it like this, and I would leave it alone. If you wanted to write it as one fraction, if in the back of the book it had one fraction, then you could just multiply top and bottom of this by 2. So you have 2 radical 2 minus pi radical 2 all over 4, or you could leave it like that.